All you need is some Bitcoin before the ETF is approved, and a BlackRock insider has leaked the Bitcoin ETF approval date. Is it Gary Gensler who will choose the dates for these approvals, or will it be BlackRock, the world's most powerful company? I think the latter. It's inevitable that these ETFs will eventually get approved, and the former head of the SEC agrees.
We've decided every legal question around Bitcoin that is relevant. So as I've said before, that would make you think that a Bitcoin spot ETF is inevitable. We know it's not a securities.
Here's a question though. You were the chair of the SEC. What happened between the time that you were the chair of the SEC and now, where you could stipulate to the idea that we know all the facts around Bitcoin?
The classification of Bitcoin when I was chair of the SEC had already been decided when I got there, okay, that it was a commodity, that the CFTC had regulated it as a commodity. I was very concerned that the trading of Bitcoin around the globe on exchanges that we had no insight into had a large amount of fraud going on.
Right.
And I was not comfortable, and staff at the
By the way,
SEC
you were
not
proven
comfortable.
right.
Yes.
Okay, so now what's changed since then?
So there are a lot of people who do surveillance and the like who are confident that the Bitcoin spot market is what I would say has much greater efficacy than it did 3 or 4 years ago.
Not only will we see Bitcoin spot ETFs, eventually we'll also see Ethereum spot ETFs as well. Ethereum future ETFs just launched, but with these approved Ethereum futures ETFs, this paves the way for a future spot ETF. And Cathie Wood's ARK Invest filed for the first spot Ethereum ETF, and also Grayscale submitted an SEC application to convert its Ethereum trust to a spot ETF. Wall Street is officially in on crypto, and despite all this time retail has to front run them, sadly, most of you will not. And Bloomberg analysts have given a 75% chance that a Bitcoin spot ETF gets approved this year in 2023, and a 95% chance that one gets approved by 2024. But I think we seem to forget that this implies there's still a 5% chance that a Bitcoin ETF does not get approved by next year. But a BlackRock insider has stepped in, giving his take. He believes that a Bitcoin spot ETF will be approved within 3 to 6 months from now. Looking back at the deadlines, that would put an approved Bitcoin spot ETF in either January 2024 or March 2024. And the BlackRock insider also believes this could bring $200 billion of capital into Bitcoin. But who will get first dibs on this ETF? Will it be BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, or someone else? The BlackRock insider stated the SEC will probably approve all ETF applications at the same time. I don't think they want to give anybody first mover advantage. That would be amazing if all of these ETFs are approved at the same time. But we're guessing too much, trying to figure out when exactly these ETFs are going to get approved, and also trying to figure out who will get first dibs. But to me, none of this matters. What matters to me is just being there before. That's my play. It's that simple. Have Bitcoin before the ETF gets approved. Whether it's 3 to 6 months from now, or a year, or more from now. I just have to be there before. It seems it will be in 2024, but if it's not and it's later, I'll be just fine. And despite all this Bitcoin interest from the top firms in the world, there are still doomers who believe Bitcoin will die. Similar to people in the 90s who thought credit cards would never work.
I think it's pretty bad if you have to use a credit card when you go to a fast food restaurant for something as little as $3.10.
The videos from the 90s of consumers denying the future of credit cards is fascinating. Watch this video to see.